Hello students, let's do unitary method exercise 8a. Exercise 8a is on page number 104. In this exercise, we're going to do unitary method in a slightly different way as compared to class 6. So this year, we're going to talk about direct variation and indirect variation. Now, what is direct variation? When there is increase in one quantity and that causes an increase in another quantity. Or if there is a decrease in one quantity and that causes a decrease in another quantity, it's direct, isn't it? When one is increasing, the other quantity is also increasing, or one is decreasing, the other quantity is also decreasing. That is called direct variation. But if the reverse happens, that is, if one quantity increases and that causes another quantity to decrease, or one quantity decreases and it causes the other quantity to increase, that is called inverse variation. Now you will understand better as we begin with all our problems here, word problems, and you will understand it better. Now there are two ways of working out sums like this. One is the statement method, which we have always done. We did it in class 6 also. So that is the statement method. Then we have the arrow method. So I will work out both for you. You can see which is being done in your school and use that accordingly here. So let's begin the first one with the statement method. So let me read this. Weight of 8 identical articles is given to us. 8 articles is given and we are asked to find the weight of 11. Identical means same. Okay, they are the same kind of articles. Here we've got the weight of 8 articles. We have to find the weight of 11 articles. But can you see we have not been given the weight of 1. Now, unless we have the weight of 1 article, we can't find the weight of 11, isn't it? So the first thing we need to do is find the weight of 1 article. That's why this is called the unitary method. So we find the weight of 1 article first and then we find the weight of 11 articles. So let's begin our statements. Weight of 8 identical articles, which is already given to us in the question, is 4.8 kg or 4.8 kilogram. Now we have to find the weight of 1 article. Now, if 8 articles weigh 4.8 kg, 1 article will definitely be less, isn't it? Because 8 is so much, 1 will be lesser than that. So whenever it is less, you have to divide. That means I'm going to divide this 4.8 by 8. What is given in the first statement, that is what you're going to divide. So let me write that. So that is 4.8 divided by 8. So if you divide this, then you will get the weight of 1 article. So let's do that division. 4.8 divided by 8. We know the division of decimal numbers, isn't it? If your divisor is a whole number, you don't have to make any changes. You can simply straight away divide. So let's divide 4.8 by 8. The first digit is 4, it's small, so we put a 0 and carry that point up. Now we read this number as 48. 8 sixes are 48. So minus, now we have found our answer. We have found the weight of 1 article to be 0.6 kg. So now that we know the weight of 1 article, we can find the weight of 11, isn't it? So the weight of 11 such articles will be, now here we are going to find the weight of 11. So 1 article weighs 0.6 kg. So 11 will weigh more, isn't it? Much more than that. So whenever it is more, we have to multiply. So we are going to multiply the weight of 1 article into 11 articles. 0.6 into 11. So let's do that. 0.6 into 11. Now you know how we multiply decimal numbers, isn't it? So let's write the question 0.6 into 11. Ignore the point and multiply. When you ignore the point, it becomes 6 into 11. 6 11s are 66. Now go back to the question and look and see how many decimal places there are. There is 1 place after the point. So your answer also should have 1 place after the point. So that becomes 6.6. So here the answer is 6.6 kg. So we have found the weight of 11 articles, that is 6.6 kg. So this, what we did now, is the statement method. Now let me show you the same thing in the arrow method. So same question I've taken down. So weight of 8 identical articles, and we are asked to find the weight of 11 articles, the arrow method. So in the arrow method, now see what you are asked to find. You are asked to find the weight, isn't it? So let's consider the weight of the articles to be X. We are asked to find the weight of 11 such articles. So we are going to find the weight of 11 articles. So what are the key words? You have to look for the important words. So we have weight, we have articles. These are two words because we are going to make two columns. So look out for the key words, we call it, the important words, weight and articles. So let's make two columns. So we have articles and weight. And we have put articles first and weight next because whatever you need to find, put it on the right side. Whatever you need to find, put it on the right side. So now let's write down. Now articles, 8 articles. So let's write down. So 8 articles. What is the weight? The weight is 4.8 kg. Now they're asking us what is the weight. That means again weight is X here because we don't know, and weight of 11 such articles. 11 such articles. Now listen very carefully. This is very simple. You just have to understand it. Now here 8 articles, the weight is 4.8. So 11 articles, the weight will be more, isn't it? So here there is an increase, isn't it? So that means from 8 articles it's increased to 11. So I have drawn the arrow mark with the arrowhead here. It's increased from 8 to 11. So this is the arrow. Now here also the weight is going to increase, isn't it? From 4.8 it's going to increase because 8 articles weigh so much. So 11 articles will weigh more. So here also the arrow mark will come downwards. So now here the arrow mark is downwards. Here also it's downwards. So this is direct variation. There is no change. It's both are increasing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to write this as a fraction. Now the point from where the arrow starts, we're going to start writing that as the numerator. So 8 will be the numerator and 11 will be the denominator. So let me write that. So 8 by 11. Remember, from where the arrowhead starts, that will be your numerator. Now here also the arrowhead starts from 4.8. So that is going to be the numerator. So 4.8 by x. And this is equal to each other because we are going to find x. Now let's work this out. So 8 by 11 is equal to x. Now we are going to do cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. That means 8 into x will be equal to 11 into 4.8. Let's write that. So this will be equal to 8 into x is equal to 4.8 into 11. So 8 into x equals 4.8 into 11. So now we're going to find the value of x by writing 4.8 into 11 divided by 8. So we're going to do this division. We can cancel 4.8 and 8 both by 8. We can do division. So let's divide and cancel it. So that is 4.8 divided by 8. So this is 0. 8 sixes are 48. So the point is there. So now we have 0.6. So here let me cancel this and write 0.6 and this is 1. So now we have to multiply the numerators 0.6 into 11. So let's do that. So let's ignore the point and write 6 into 11. 6 11s are 66. Now here there is one decimal place. Answer also will have one decimal place. So the answer is 6.6. So the weight of 11 articles, let's write it on top here. Weight of 11 articles is 6.6 kg. So let's write that 6.6 kg. So this is the arrow method. So let me repeat it. Let's see how to write this. So let the weight of the articles be x. So what we need to find, let that be x. And we are going to find the weight of 11 such articles. The first thing you need to do is look for the key words. So the words will be weight and articles. So I'm going to make two columns with that. And what you need to find, put it on the right side. So we have articles and we have weight. So here 8 articles weigh 4.8 kg. So 11 articles, how much will it weigh? So from 8 the number has increased to 11, isn't it? And here also the number is going to increase. The weight is going to increase because 8 is weighing so much, 11 will be more. So it's going to increase. So since both the arrows are pointing this way, it is called direct variation. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this a fraction and this also a fraction. So we made it a fraction like this, one fraction here, one fraction here. Now we're going to do cross multiplication, cross multiplication. That's how we got 8 into x is equal to 4.8 into 11. And when you multiply, you will get your answer as 6.6. So as you keep practicing this, it will get easier for you. Let's go to the next question. Question 2. 6 books weigh 1.260 kg, that means 1 kilogram, 260 grams. How many books will weigh 3 kilograms, 150 grams? So here what are we asked to find? How many books? So let's start our statement like that. Number of books that weigh 1.260 kilograms is 6. This is already given to us in the question. So number of books that weigh so many kilograms. So now we need to know how many books will weigh 1 kilogram. So number of books that weigh 1 kilogram. Now when you had 1 kilogram and 260 grams, you had 6 books. So if you have lesser than that, only 1 kilogram, the number of books also will be less, isn't it? So in that case, we have to divide. So whenever it's less, you have to divide. That means here we are dividing 6 by 1.260. Both of these numbers are in the first statement. So 6 by 1.260 kilograms. Now let's leave it like that because we're going to use it for the next one. Then what are we asked to find? How many books will weigh 3.150 kg? That is going to be our next statement. Number of books that weigh 3.150 kg. So for 1 kg, you get so many books. So 3 kg and 150 grams, you will get more, isn't it? So whenever it is more, you must multiply. So here I'm going to write for 1 kg, it is 6 by 1.260. I'm going to multiply this by 3.150. Okay. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the decimal point of these two numbers. Now how am I going to do that? Now this, if you can see, I can write it like this also, isn't it? It's division by this. Now let me take these two numbers separately. 3.150 and 1.260. So when I remove the decimal point, the point will move 3 places to the right. So if it moves 3 places to the right, I have to multiply by 1000, which has 3 zeros. Here also 1, 2, 3 places. So multiply by 1000, there are 3 zeros. So when you multiply, what are your numbers now? 3150 and 1260. So let's write that. So this will be 6 into 3150 divided by 1260. Now we can cancel. I'll cancel the zeros first. Now let me cancel 6 and 126. 6 ones are 6. 6 twos are 12. 6 ones are 6. So that's 21. Now I can cancel 21 by 3, isn't it? 3 sevens are 21. 3 ones are 3, 0 and 3 fives are 50. So 105 by 7. I can cancel 105 by 7 itself. 7 ones are 7. Here 7 ones are 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 3. 35. 7 fives are 35. So what do I have in the numerator? 1 into 15, which is only 15. In the denominator, I have 1. So 15 by 1 is 15. So number of books that weigh 3.150 kg is 15. So your answer is 15 books. So this is our statement method, okay, where we first wrote number of books that weigh 1.260 kg, the number of books that weigh 1 kg, and then we could find the weight of more. Let's do the same thing in the arrow method. So we are doing the same question in the arrow method. So what do we have to find out here? how many books. We have to find the number of books. So let the number of books be X. Because we don't know what it is, let it be X. And we have to find out how many books will weigh 3.150 kilograms. So that is our next statement. Two simple statements. Now we have to look for important words. Like I said, key words. One is books and the other one is weight. Books and weight. And what you need to find, you will write on your extreme right. So we're going to make two columns. So one column is weight, one column is books. Because we have to find books, I put it on the right hand side. So here let's go back to the question. 6 books weigh so much. Let's write it down. So here we are talking about books. So how many books? 6 books. And what is the weight? 1.260. Now the question is how many books? So here the X will come and here the weight is 3.150 kg. So here you can see that the weight has increased from 1 kg to 3 kg. The weight has increased. So your arrowhead will come downwards. So let's draw that. So that means it's increased from 1 kg to 3 kgs. Now for 6 books, the weight is 1.260 kg. That means the X number of books here it says it's going to be 3.150 kgs. So this is also going to be more, isn't it? With 1 kg, you got 6 books. So with 3 kgs, you're going to get more books. So here also our arrow will point downwards. So here the weight has increased. So here also the number of books also will increase. So this is also the direct variation. So we're going to write this as fractions. So remember the starting point of this arrow, the number will be on top. So here what do I have? I have 1.260 and below that I have 3.150. And this is equal to, again here also the fraction will be 6 by X. Now let's do cross multiplication. So that means this is going to be X into 1.260. This is equal to 6 into 3.150. So now to find the value of X, what do? We leave X alone here because this is now an equation. 6 into 3.150 divided by 1.260. So this again we've got it like how we had it in the previous part where we had the statement method. So here we're going to change it to whole numbers by removing the decimal point by multiplying both by 1000. So here what do we get? Here we get X is equal to 6 into 3150 divided by 1260, and then we cancel. We cancel here. I can cancel this by 6. 6 ones are 6. Here 6 twos are 12. 6 ones are 6. Now I can cancel 315 and 21 both by 7 or by 3. So let's use 7. 7 threes are 21. Now here 31 in the numerator, 315 divided by 7. Okay, let's do normal division to make it easier for you. So I've taken this number 315 and I'm dividing it by 7 because I divided 21 by 7. So I'm dividing this by 7. I'm doing that division here. So let's take the number 31. 7 fours are 28. 7 fours are 28 minus, now let's subtract this to 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. I bring down 5. I have 35. 7 fives are 35. So how much did I get there? 45 is my quotient. So I'm going to use that 45 here. 45. Now I can cancel 45 and 3. 15 threes are 45. So 3 into 15 will give me 45. So cancel, 3 ones are 3 and 3 into 15 is 45. So I've got my answer. X is equal to 15. Okay, so let me circle that. X is equal to 15. And what is X? We said let the number of books be X. So number of books that will weigh 3.150 kg is 15. So let's write our answer there. 15 books. So this is our answer. So this is how we do the arrow method. With a lot of practice, this becomes very easy. Question 3. 8 men complete a work in 6 hours. In how many hours will 12 men complete the same work? So first we'll do the statement method. Time taken by 8 men to complete the work. Okay, now how do we start our statement? By what is asked. In how many hours means time, isn't it? So we start our statement by saying that time taken by 8 men to complete the work is 6 hours, which is already given to us in the question. And here they're asking us in how many hours will 12 men complete that same work. So we don't know about one. The quantity of one is not given. Time taken by 8 men is given. We don't know the time taken by one person. So let's write it down. Time taken by one man to complete the work. Now let's be careful here. Now if 8 men take 6 hours, so you can imagine there's some work that's happening and there are 8 men. So that is quite a number of men, isn't it? So all of them worked together and they took 6 hours. Now that same work, if only one person has to do, it will take more time, isn't it? It'll take more time for that one man to work. So whenever we have to find for something more, we have to multiply. That means we have to multiply 6 into 8. So it's not division this time. So understand that 8 people, 8 men finished that work in 6 hours. Because there were many men, they could finish it easily in 6 hours. But if only one man has to do that same work, he will take a lot of time, isn't it? So we have to find out how many hours he took by multiplying 6 into 8. So 6 into 8. 6 into 8 is 48. So that means the time taken by one man is 48 hours to finish that work. Now we have to find the time taken by 12 men. So one man took 48 hours. So 12 men will take less, isn't it? So that one man took so long because he was all alone. Now there are 12 men. It's going to take less time. They will finish it fast because there are so many men. So because it is less time, we have to divide 48 by 12. So we need to divide 48 by 12. So let's divide that and see. 48 divided by 12. 12 fours are 48 minus 0. So here we've got our answer 4. That means the time taken by 12 men is 4 hours. So this is our answer. So this you have to think carefully when you decide whether it's multiplication of or division. If it is more, if you have to find for more, it is multiplication. If you have to find for less, it is division. Now the same sum, we'll do it in the arrow method. So here 8 men complete a work in 6 hours. In how many hours? This is very important. What we are trying to see is what they are asking us to find out. So in how many hours? So we don't know the hours. So we're going to say, let the number of hours be X. Then what are they asking us to find? In how many hours will 12 men complete the work? So number of hours that 12 men will need to complete the work. So we have this in the beginning. Now we have to get our columns, 2 columns. So here what are the important words, the key words? Number of hours and men. So the hours and men. And what do we have to find out? Hours. So that should come on the right side. So let's have our 2 columns. So we have men and hours. Men is on the left and hours is on the right. Whatever we have to find out should come on the right. So now let's fill in these 2 columns. So here the question is 8 men, it's given there, take 6 hours. So let's write that 8 men takes 6 hours. Now they're asking us 12 men. So we don't know this, we're going to find out. Now listen carefully. Now 8 men has now increased to 12, isn't it? First it was 8 men, now we have 12 men. So there is an increase. So let's draw that arrow mark. So we have drawn the arrow mark like this because the number of men have increased. From 8 men, it's now become 12 men. Now let's go to the number of hours. Now 8 men take 6 hours. So if there are more men, this will take less time, isn't it? That means this number is going to become less. It was 6 here, but now it's going to reduce. So the arrow mark has to move the opposite way. So let's put that. So now our arrowhead is like this. It's increasing from here to there. Okay, so 6 is going to become less now. So the increase is upward. So the arrow mark is moving there. Here 8 men have become more 12 men. Here X is smaller than 6. So now we have to raise it up. Now we're going to write this as a fraction. So remember I said in the beginning from where the arrow mark starts, that number should be on top. So this will be 8 by 12. So I can write 8 by 12 is equal to, now here the arrow mark starts from here, that means x is here. So on top we have x. So this will be x by 6. So this will be x by 6. So now we're going to do cross multiplication. So 6 into 8 and 12 into x. So 12 into x we can write it down. So 12 into x is equal to 8 into 6. So let's write that 8 into 6. So now we can find the value of x by writing 8 into 6, and this is divided by 12 because we have transposed this 12 from the left to the right. Now we can cancel. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12, 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. So here we've got x is equal to 4 by 1, which is 4. So we've got 4. That means what is x? We said in the beginning, let the number of hours be x. That means the number of hours that 12 men will need to complete the work is 4. So we've got our answer 4. And this we have used the arrow method. So here, as you can see, the arrows are in different directions. So this is inverse variation. Okay, so here we have the arrowhead downwards because the number of men is increasing. Here we have the arrowhead upwards because here the number of men is decreasing. Number of hours is decreasing. Question 4. If a 25 centimeter long candle burns for 45 minutes, how long will another candle of the same material and same thickness but 5 centimeter longer than the previous one burn? So this candle will take 45 minutes. Now they're saying how long will it take another candle of the same material, same thickness, but 5 centimeter longer. That means this is 25 centimeters. 5 centimeters longer means 25 plus 5, that will make it 30 centimeters. How long will it take for a candle of 30 centimeters to burn? That's a question. So now let's start our statements. So here time taken by a 25 centimeter long candle to burn is 45 minutes. So we need to understand our problem. So read slowly and carefully. Then, so now we know if a candle is 25 centimeters long, this particular candle, it took it 45 minutes to burn. That means if you have a candle that is 1 centimeter long, okay, if you have a candle that is 1 centimeter long, will it take more than this or will it take less than this? If the candle is 25 centimeter long, it took 45 minutes. If it's 1 centimeter long, it will take less time, isn't it? It will be very small. 1 centimeter is very small compared to 25 centimeters. So it's going to take less time. Less time means we divide 45 by 25. So that will be 45 by 25 minutes. So this is the time taken. So here what we can do is we can keep it as it is, or we can reduce it to the lowest term and get a simple fraction ready. So let's reduce this. Both are divisible by 5. 5 nines are 45, 5 fives are 25. So now we have 9 by 5. So this is 9 by 5 minutes. So this is the time taken by a candle that is 1 centimeter long. Now the question is, how long will another candle of the same material, same thickness, but 5 centimeters longer than the previous one? How long will it take for that to burn? So like I said, the first candle is 25 centimeters. Another candle is 5 centimeters longer. That is 25 plus 5, that is 30 centimeters. So time taken by a 25 plus 5, 30 centimeter long candle to burn will be more or less than this. This is for a candle that is 1 centimeter, and we are talking about a candle that is 30 centimeters. So it will take more time, isn't it? So whenever you have to find for more, it is multiplication. So 9 by 5 into 30. So let's write that down. 9 by 5 into 30. So here we can cancel. This can be by 1 and we can cancel. 5 ones are 5, 5 sixes are 30. Now multiply the numerators. 9 sixes are 54. So what is the answer? Time taken by a 30 centimeter long candle to burn is 54 minutes. So this is our answer, 54 minutes. We're going to do this now in the arrow method. So let's do that. So here the question is the same. We have the 25 centimeter long candle that burns for 45 minutes. How long? This is the question. How long means the time. We're talking about the time that the candle will take. So time we don't know. So let's call it X. Let the time taken be X. So we have to find out how long will another candle, which is 5 centimeter longer, burn. That is time taken for a 30 centimeter long candle to burn. Now this is what we're going to find out. So we're going to do the arrow method. Like I said, we have important words to look for to make our columns. Now time taken. Now time taken is what we have to find out. So this should be the right column, the right side column. So time taken will be the right side column. What is the other key word? Candle. Okay, the size of the candle, 30 centimeter long candle. So let's write our two columns. So we have size of the candle and burning time. It's asking us how long will it take, the time taken to burn. So burning time in minutes. So we have the size of the candle and the burning time in minutes. So here let's write what's given to us. So here 25 centimeter long candle burns for 45 minutes. So let's write that. So this is 25 centimeter burning for 45 minutes. Now here they're asking us how long will another candle of the same material, same thickness but 5 centimeters longer. That means the size of the candle is 25 plus 5, 30 centimeters. So we are writing the size of the candle here. Now here remember this is in centimeters. So you can write it in brackets or leave it like that. 30 centimeters. How long will it take? So X is here. So see what is given. Now 25 centimeters has increased to 30 centimeters. It's become greater. So our arrow moves this way because it's increased from 25 to 30. Now let's look at the burning time. For 25 centimeters candle, it's taken 45 minutes. So for a 30 centimeter candle, it will take more. That means again from here to here, it's going to become more. So the arrow mark will come this way. So here also it's increasing, isn't it? The time is going to increase. So arrow mark comes this way. That means this is direct variation. So let's write our fraction. So here we have 25 by 30 is equal to 45 by x. So now we're going to find the value of x. Now first cross multiply. That means 25 into x is equal to 30 into 45. So let's write that. Cross multiplication 25 into x. This is equal to 45 into 30. So now we can find the value of x. X is equal to 45 into 30 divided by 25. We've transposed 25 from the left hand side to the right. It was multiplication, it's become division. So now let's cancel what we can. I can cancel 25 and 30 or 25 and 45 both by 5. So 25, 5 5s are 25, 5 6s are 30. I can again cancel 5 and 45. 5 1s are 5, 5 9s are 45. Now multiply the numerators. 9 into 6 is 54. So x is equal to 54. And what is x? The time taken. We said let the time taken be x. So time taken for a 30 centimeter long candle to burn is 54 centimeters. 54 centimeters. So this is our answer, and this time we did the arrow method. Question 5. A typist. Typist is someone who types. Okay. A typist takes 80 minutes to type 24 pages. How long will he take to type 87 pages? Okay, so let's write down the statements. Time taken by a typist to type 24 pages, 80 minutes, it's given to us. So we know that for 24 pages, he took 80 minutes. We need to find how long he'll take for one page. So for 24 pages, he took 80 minutes. One page he'll take less time, isn't it? He won't need 80 minutes because 80 minutes is for 24 pages. So he'll need less time. That means division. We have to divide 80 by 24. Divide 80 by 24. Now, we can reduce this to the lowest term. 80 by 24. We can divide both by 4. Okay. So let's divide both by 4 and see what we get. Divide both by 4. 4 2s are 8. So 4 into 20 is 80. and 4 sixes are 24. Now this also can be reduced. We can reduce both by 2. So reduce both by 2. 2 tens are 20, 2 threes are 6. So we've got the time taken by a typist to type one page is 10 by 3 minutes. So we can leave it at this. Let's go ahead. Now the question is, how long will he take to type 87 pages? So time taken to type 87 pages will be much more, isn't it? For one page he took 10 by 3 minutes. So for 87 pages he will take more time. So that is multiplication. So 10 by 3 into 87. 10 by 3 into 87. Here we can cancel. I can cancel 3 and 87 both by 3 itself. So 3 ones are 3. I can write 3 ones are 3. I can cancel 87 by 3. Let's divide 87 by 3 and see how much. 3 twos are 6 minus 2, bring down 7, 27. 3 nines are 27 minus. So now 29 is the quotient. That means 3 into 29 is equal to 87. Now let's multiply the numerators. 10 into 29. That will be 290. 290 by 1, which is 290. That means the time taken by a typist to type 87 pages will be 290 minutes. So this is our answer. 290 minutes. Now the same sum, let's do it in the arrow method. So here a typist takes 80 minutes to type. So how long will he take to type? So the time taken we don't know. So that is going to be X. So let the time taken be X, and how long will he take to type 87 pages is what we are going to find out. Now again, look out for the keywords. We have time and we have pages. Time and pages. What should we find out? Time. So that should be the second column and pages will be the first column. So pages and the time in minutes, because here it says minutes, so we'll put the time in minutes. So now let's fill in. How many pages? 24 pages in 80 minutes. So let's write that 24 pages in 80 minutes. Now here they're asking for 87 pages. So 87 pages. And we don't know the time, that is what we're going to find out. So here, look at the pages, it's increased from 24 to 87. So we draw an arrow like this. Let's draw that. So we have our arrow here showing that the number of pages has increased from 24 to 87. Let's go to the time column. Now in 24 pages could be done in 80 minutes. So for 87 pages, we will need more time, isn't it? So that means here also it's going to increase. The time is going to be more. It's going to increase. So the arrow will move downwards just like this. So here also we've drawn this arrow like this. So this is direct variation because the arrows are facing the same direction. So here now let's write out the fractions here, starting from 24 by 87 to 80 by x. So let's write that 24 by 87 is equal to 80 by x. So now we are going to do cross multiplication. 24 into x equals 80 into 87. So let's write that down. 24 into x is equal to 80 into 87. So now we are going to find the value of x by writing 80 into 87 divided by 24. Now let's cancel. We can cancel 80 and 24 by 4. 4 sixes are 24. 4 into 20 is 80. I can cancel 6 and 87 by 3 or 6 and 20 by 2. So let's try by 2. 2 threes are 6, 2 tens are 20. Now I can cancel 3 and 87 just like we did in the previous one. 3 ones are 3 and 3 into 29 is 87. Now let's multiply the numerators. 10 into 29, that is x is equal to 10 into 29 is 290. So we have found the value of x to be 290. Now what is x? We said let the time taken be x. So the time taken to type 87 pages is 290 minutes. So let's write that 290 minutes. As you can see, we got the same answer, just that we have done this in a different method. So I have done both the statement method and the arrow method for the first 5 sums. Children, see what you are being taught in school and accordingly practice. We will stop with this for now. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.